Hey guys, Steve here with you on the recipe. All right, so we're kind of putting a lot of different videos together today. Today's gonna be ceviche. All right, it's one of the dishes I really love. It doesn't require any cooking because everything's cooked in acid. Okay, ceviche is a big long battle. All right, it was actually started 2,000 years ago in Peru. The Spaniards came on the discovery mission back in the day, found that recipe, took it back to Spain. Well, now the biggest argument right now is who actually invented it. And Wikipedia actually says it belongs to Peru, even though the Spaniards want to say, yes, it's ours. So I'm not here to start a national debate about this, but you've watched a couple of my videos. I talk about knife, dicing, slicing, and everything else. I'm going to give a quick review before we get into the recipe right here, okay? Roma tomato, love Roma tomatoes because they have more meat, less juice, and whenever you're cooking with anything, this is my go-to tomato. So if you watch how to hone a knife on the little knives and steel, that's also on YouTube. This is how you're gonna do it, all right? This is a diced tomato, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna take it, you're not gonna cut it all the way through, but having a sharp knife is wonderful. Okay, like I say, always go from the head to the tail. All right. Depending on the size of the tomato or what you're cooking will vary on your dice or your chop, okay? And this is where a sharp knife comes in wonderful, okay? That's how you dice a tomato, all right? Have a sharp knife, play with your finger, watch the other videos so that way you know how to play with your finger and use the knife so you don't hurt yourself, okay? Ceviche, all right, so it is a little dish that is made with raw seafood. So I have about 2 pounds of raw seafood. Let's talk about the fish. I've got scallops in here. I've got some shrimp in here. I have some calamari, really easy to clean. Living down here in South Texas, we're able to get some really great seafood. The fishes you want to avoid are flaky fish, all right? You want to use the meats of the fish. So tuna is a great choice. Swordfish is a great choice. There's a lot of other fish that are out there, but you're looking for one that got some texture so that way they don't fall apart with the acid that we're going to cook them in, okay? So ceviche is actually a dish that doesn't require cooking. It cooks from the acid, okay? So this is basically it. So we got our shrimp, we got our calamari, we got our scallops in here. I'm going to give this all a nice little toss into there. Bam, okay. The rest of the recipe is pretty easy, all right? So you got a half cup of lime juice here. That goes into the mix. A half cup of lemon juice, not the lime juice. All right. Everything else is a half cup. You got jalapenos. Let's take a moment to talk about jalapenos. All right. These are seeded. I love the flavor of jalapeno. I don't want to burn my guest's tongue off the roof of their mouth. Seed them, scrape them. Second point of advice: wash your hands, wash your cutting board, wash anything you're going to touch later, because the acid that is in these things will come back to get you. All right. So that goes into there. Red onions, half cup. If you watched the earlier video on how to dice an onion, you're gonna know how to do this, all right? Tomatoes, 1 cup. You just saw me how to dice that. That goes into the mix. Cilantro, I like a lot of cilantro. You only need a half cup. I like more, so I'm putting it in the cup because I like cilantro. Notice there's no garlic in this. And the finishing touch, I use fresh oregano. I got it out in the basil garden. If you're on the Facebook page, we talk a lot about this stuff. So please join the Facebook page. Keep up with all the updates that are going on. All right. So this is just like 1 tablespoon. Okay. The trick to this is allowing the flavors to play. Don't do anything too crazy about as far as adjusting the flavor or anything else till the flavors have a chance to actually combine and play with each other. Okay, why is this important? Well, put it this way. I know about how much of what. That's about a pinch of salt, kosher salt. Don't use anything else, guys. All right, fresh cracked black, enough to taste. I'm not gonna put too much in right now because if I need to, I can add some more later. But you gotta allow these flavors to play, okay? And when I say you let them to play, this is nowhere near ready. Okay, this is going to take 2 hours at least in the refrigerator to be able to cook. So you see how, let me pull this up. Also, if you watch the shrimp recipe, you're going to know how to butterfly a shrimp. Okay, see how clear this is? When it's finished, it's going to be white. Okay, So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a nice little stir. We're gonna pat it all down so everybody is underneath the lemon and the lime juice, okay? I'm gonna stick this in the fridge. So the only thing you really have to do for the next 2 hours is go back into the fridge and give it a little toss about every 20 minutes because the stuff that's on top is gonna cook quicker than the stuff that's on the bottom, okay? So we're gonna come back and revisit this. We're gonna do a little bit of plate presentation and maybe a couple of little tricks on how to finish this out. See you in a little bit. Okay, so our ceviche is sat up for just about 3 hours, okay? Now, with the lime and the lemon and all the other flavors that are going along with this, a simple presentation, all I did is to trick it up a little bit, is I put it inside an avocado shell just for presentation, put it over here, and then I put one of those grilled lemons that we talked about on how to grill the salmon. So this is gonna complement this on the side of avocado. This is gonna be nuts. So it's a great little dip. You can serve her some chips. Be your first course, your second course, be the only course, it doesn't matter. But the flavors on this that combine and allowing to sit, right? Let them sit, let them play, add it after about a couple of hours so that way you're not intensifying too much and not too other. Then make the perfect plate presentation, okay? This is Steve. Thank you so much for watching You Own the Recipe. Remember, check out our Facebook page. It's interactive. I got so many people on there that are so full of support. Share ideas and have fun with your food. And please, play with your food. Chew with your mind wide open. And thank you for all your support. This is Steve.